Alright, kiddies. It is morning time, day after fantasy auction draft. And I am tired. My eyes are feeling it. My kids are wide awake. You're going to hear them probably a second. I'm going to try and make this kind of quick because I know it can drag on. But, draft yesterday was pretty cool. I've been looking, obviously, I look all year for it. I had a good time. Aaliyah, go away.
Why?
Because I want to do this without you here. Thank you. Your hand's in there now. Now go away. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so anyways, here I'm going to go over my little rankings. I know you're excited to hear what I think is the best teams and all that. How I'm going to do it, I'm going to do my rankings based on division. Have the top four go based on 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to take the top 2 teams in each division, except for one, because there's one division that I think all 4 teams are pretty strong this year. So we'll get into that in a little bit. Everything is based on starting rosters, part of it depth. So let's get started. Alright. Let me look at my rosters again. Let's start with the 6-10 zone. The 6-10 zone, we have at number 1. Now let's start no, I don't even want to tell you number 4. No, I'll tell you number 4. Unfortunately, Amaris Stanzi, I got your team in your division last. Number 3, the Arkham Fugitives. And number 2, Old Influence. And number 1, Dragon Balls. It's kind of obvious Dragon Balls is number 1 in the division because he's got Tom Brady, Doug Martin, Darren McFadden, and DeMarco Murray. He's got Hakeem Nicks, wrong Stevenson. He's got Hakeem Nicks and Eric Decker. So those are just possible good ones. And he's only struggling but he must be high on Dustin Keller because I heard him say, oh, Dustin Keller, good. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, his team I have number 1. Number 2, Old Influence. He's got Rodgers, $45. He has probably Jonathan Dwyer will probably get a lot of carries now that Isaac Redmond has that alien groin or whatever. And then when Rashard Mendenhall comes back, he'll have him. He's got Chris Johnson, Calvin Johnson, Steve Johnson. And you got a lot of Johnsons on your team, man. And Denarius Moore, Fred Davis, and the kicker, why I have you number 2 and not number 3, the 49er defense. Because number 3, the Arkham Fugitives, I thought had a good team, pretty comparable to his, except I like the 49er defense was the kicker. Steve has Phillip Rivers, Marshawn Lynch, Stephen Ridley, maybe Beanie Wells, and Julio Jones, Jordy Nelson, and Santonio Holmes, I guess. So, and Jacob Tammy, and Gronkowski. You may be going 2 tight ends. You never know. So anyway, that's how I have your division. I might start quicking this up. I might not go through everyone's team. How about that? The A10 division. No, let's go back. Let's go to the ESPN division. I'll finish with the A10 division. The ESPN division at number 4. Cardiac Kids. What did you have, like a Friday night hangover, Dave? Or did you work late? But yeah, your team's not horrible. It's just we don't know what's going to happen yet. You got Trent Richardson. We know why you got Trent Richardson, but he is questionable. We don't know how well he'll do because of the injury and the surgeries and all that. Cam Newton is good. Michael Turner, old. We don't even know if he's going to get much this year. Your receivers are pretty good. AJ Green. Okay, your receivers are, and Wes Welker. AJ Green, Wes Welker, and then you'll have another good flex, but it's not a stud. Your 2 tight ends are good. Oh yeah, I'm going to do a mock draft while I'm waiting. So bear with me. Sorry. I got more drafts to go besides this one. Alright, so where was I, fellas? Oh yeah. That was Cardiac Kid, number 4. Number 3, me. I have my team at number 3 in our division. I think I have a lot of depth. We'll see what happens. I got 3 good quarterbacks, so if anyone's needing a quarterback, I know I'll be hopefully getting some trade offers. So anyway, I got that. That's enough of me. I don't want to talk about my team. I'm number 3. I wanted to be number 1. I'm not this year. Number 2. Now this is a tough call. These last 2 are tough. But I have Fester at number 2. You're probably saying why? Well, I'm not an Eli Manning fan, and that's why. Okay? The rest of your team, it's also getting old too. Frank Gore and Steven Jackson. They were awesome, and Steven Jackson still could be awesome. But Steven Jackson hasn't. I don't know. Has he had a complete season yet? I know Frank Gore hasn't had a complete season. I don't think. Your receivers are pretty good though. I mean, Mike Wallace when he comes back, he should fit in good. Andre Johnson, Vincent Jackson. I mean, that's pretty sick. And that's about it. So anyway, you're number 2. Miami Sharks is number 1, based on starting lineup, because he hasn't. I don't think he has the depth. So if you get injured, you're screwed. You got Michael Vick, Bradshaw, Peterson, and then Miles Austin, Antonio Brown, Jeremy Maclin, Jimmy Graham, Aaliyah quit hurting. Yeah, see, girls aren't all princesses. They like to be fart girls. So anyway, and the Lions defense. I mean, I like your team. I like your team for starting roster. But you get hurt, you're screwed. Now the A-10 division, it's pretty tough. I'll say that this division looks like the most competitive division. We got Efren. No, we got number 4. And I hate to do this to you, because your team is good. But TD Racing, I have you at number 4. The only reason, Peyton Manning looked horrendous yesterday. And I know it's preseason, but he looked horrendous. And your receivers are kind of questionable. Sorry. These guys are joining in late. Number 3, Vash the Stampede. Where are you, Vash? There you are. Awesome Drew Brees quarterback. You got a possible stud maybe with this Bilal Powell possibly. But you got Ray Rice and Darren Sproles. And then I'm not seeing a stud receiver. I'm not a Brandon Lloyd huge fan, because they got like 7 guys to throw it to. So, sorry. But Drew Brees is going to carry your team, right? Number 2, the defending champion, the Boys. Go away. The Boys like your team, except your running backs are going to be. Okay. We'll see which one pans out. Donald Brown, Cedric Benson, Will Jones-Drew be good if he comes back? Will Ryan Williams take it over? The rest of your team also, Des Bryant and Brandon Marshall and Demaryius Thomas, studs. So, not bad. But number 1, Efren. Efren. Like your team, except your quarterback. Might want to call. I mean, Jay Cutler could be a stud. That could be a great pick. But for now, he's just not bad. But I like your you got your running backs. When Ryan Matthews comes back, he should be good to go. You got LaShawn McCoy, the Denver Bronco running backs. You got Colston, Fitzgerald, Steve Smith. Sexy. Timeout, I gotta make a draft pick real quick here. I'll go Drew Brees and Chris Johnson at number 5. I'll do Drew Brees. Alright, sorry. Here we go. So, sexy receivers, 2 good running backs. I like the Seattle defense. I'm just not as gung-ho with it as you are, but they are good. So, I got Efren at number 1. Now, Efren, here's the kicker. For overall team with the number 1 team, overall, if you can make a trade to get a better quarterback, that's the kicker. I think Efren's team is the best overall. If he can make a trade to get a top-tier quarterback. Jay Cutler may change faces now. Brandon Marshall's there, and he may be a super stud now. Who knows? Until then, I got to put you at number 2. And right off the bat, I was in love with Craig's team. His receivers are just okay, but to have Tom Brady, Darren McFadden, DeMarco Murray, and Doug Martin, who all have the potential to get like 20 to 25 points. Well, Doug Martin won't. He'll probably get 15 to 20, but Tom Brady, you know, he'll do. And then you got Hakeem Nicks, who should be great. Eric Decker, too. I don't know what's up with the Houston Texans defense. Everyone loves them. I just don't think they're going to be as good. Anyway, I think his team is the best right now. Prove me wrong. And hopefully, he's at the top. I put him at the top. Maybe I'll jinx him, right? So, that's how I got it. My overall 1-2 is Craig and Efren. And then actually number 3, I don't even have in. It'll be in the same division. I actually like the boys' team at number 3. Then I would like. Hold on, let me shut that phone up. Then I would like Miami Sharks and Fester. So, anyway, guys, I had a great time at the draft. I'm sure there was some great stuff. If you want to talk about some crazy draft picks that were made, I'd love to hear them. Maybe I'll do another video and do that. So, anyway, P.S. Somebody, I don't know if it was Mark, somebody has a cooler, a little blue cooler that was left here. So I don't mind keeping it, but if you want it, somehow you got to get it. Sorry. That's all I got for you, fellas. That was 12 minutes. It's not too bad, right? You can deal with that. Good luck. May the force be with you.